Right. Hi, Banvate Hamotama. You all welcome to the grade 11 English Medium Maths paper class today. So we are moving to the paper number 29 today. Okay. So I know that some of you completed your term test, but our ultimate goal is not the term test, O-level paper. Okay. So you need to improve the knowledge until that point. You are not ending with the term test. Okay. Some are making a rest. And now this is that we completed our exams, but not yet completed your exam completed by this December. Okay, so everyone shall still alive with the sessions and try to complete your journey right by this December. Okay, your journey in a successful manner. Okay, so here we had an overview about all the papers in Sri Lanka. So I am reviewing in all the province, right? So then accordingly we can make a bit guessing for this time periods, and we can use the content of them and to make some model papers. So we can see different approach of different parties, right, in each question. So we can combine them and we can make a detailed discussion on this each questions, right. හරිද පුතේ මේ පාර අපිට provincial papers වල තියෙන වගේ discussion එකකුත් යන්න පුළුවන්. හොඳ paper set එකක් තියෙනවා හැම province එකකම. ඒවත් අපි combine කරලා ඉස්සරහට discussion එක continue කරමු. Okay, right. So today we are at the paper number 29. That is the second paper. Okay, so we have given the priority for second paper too now. So there you can gain the knowledge. So if you have any questions, you can disturb me and ask the questions therein. Okay. So here, not much harder one this time, but you can learn new things, right? There. So I will take the paper to you. Right. Paper number 29, right? So an incomplete table value is prepared to draw the graph of the function y equal x squared plus 4x minus 2 given. Right. So they are asking first part, find the value of y when x equal negative 2. Okay, then how to find the y when the y equal x equal negative 2 y value, right? You have say two methods, but that method is not applicable in some cases. Here not applicable. So you have to follow the main formal methods. When one coordinate asking y coordinate, so how to find the y coordinate when x given, just substitute this x value to the function above. So how to take, so you know y equal x squared, so x is negative 2, you substitute negative 2 to the equation, negative 2 is squared plus 4 into negative 2, right, then negative 2. Then negative 2 squared is positive 4, here negative 8, right, then here negative 2 there. So then here comes as 4 minus 10, okay, then 4 minus 10 is negative 6. Okay, so your coordinate, missing coordinate is here negative 6. Understood? Right. So now what is the other methods that we can take here? By the symmetry, but symmetry is not possible for this coordinate. Why? This is the coordinate where the axis of symmetry lies. Beyond that is the symmetry happens, but along the axis of symmetry you cannot find the coordinate. Right? See the symmetry 3, 3. Right? I all the time highlight it. Negative 2, negative 2. Here negative 5, negative 5. Right? Beyond this point, all are symmetrical. But they are asking in exam to find this coordinate. If they ask to find this kind of coordinates, then look into the symmetry also. The students can determine the coordinate. Okay? Right. So that is done. Okay. So you have just only 1 marks, right, for finding coordinates. So next, using the scale of 10 divisions along the x-axis and along the y-axis, they asked to plot the graph, right? So now I will plot the graph using GeoGebra applications. Everyone see to the graph here. So the drawing parts, we know that. So I directly draw the graph on our GeoGebra application. So those who completed the term test, and if you receive the marks, kindly send a message to chat. Okay, I'm very happy to see your progress. Right, you can make a message, right, with your name and schools. While the session ongoing, send a message. I will see to them, because some of you completed, some of you still not completed the term test. Right. So this is the graph we are going to draw. We input the equation of the graph to the coordinate plane, but in exam you need to draw manually, yeah? Right? I will take directly y equal x squared, y equal x squared plus 4x minus 2 plus 4x minus 2. Sorry. So squared plus 4x minus 2. Right. So this is the graph. X squared plus 4x minus 2. Right. So by drawing this graph, you have 3 marks there. Okay. So they're asking here, find the intervals of values of x, right, which y is negative and decreasing. So here I needs especially this x-axis hitting points. I needs the x-axis hitting points. Everyone see now, here 0.4, here x-axis hitting point is negative 4.4. In your graph, how to take the decimal? You take 10 square 1 unit, then small 1 square is 0.1. Then here intersecting at negative 4.4, okay, here 0.4. Okay, I required that's 2 points, so I name the 2 points here, right? So here positive 0.4, here negative 4.4, right? Okay, now they are asking 2 points there. So what are the conditions they are asking? Find the value of y, which is y negative and decreasing intervals of x, where y negative and decreasing. You know that in this graph, this is the x-axis. Below x-axis part is the negative part. Okay, below the x-axis is the negative. So here the graph negative parts appear. Okay, this is the graph where the negative appear. Above the x-axis part positive. Above part is positive. If I marks by blue color, this is the graph positive parts. 2 parts they are, here to here and here to there. Right. So if they ask the negative part, this is, but additional praise they apply negative and decreases. Okay, then decreases means you know that here the decreases part. So in the graph, here to here the decreases, then after that this is the increases. So now the decreases and negative parts I highlight by a red blue color. This is negative and decreases up to this point. So graph part I catch here. This is the negative and decreases part graph. Then I connect that graph starting and ending 2 points I require. This is the graph part where these expressions apply, negative and decreases. Then I need to connect to the x-axis to see the variance of the x, range of the x. So starting point connected to the x-axis, that is negative 4.4, right? Then that negative and decreases end by this point connected to the x-axis. See that is negative 2. So x variance happens along the x-axis. This is the x variance, x range, where x comes here to here, graph going there to there, negatively decreases. So the x range is this range you takes. So then how to take negative 4.4, this terminal negative 2, between that x lies, right? This is how you write between that. So this is the negatively decreases part. Okay, right, 2 marks there. Right, make a hundralgan. Okay, the next one, y equal x plus a squared minus b. Me akarin lian kino. Right, make a mangodak papers will discuss kalati. I have discussed mostly this one. y equal x plus a squared minus b. How to write this format? Just you requires the minimum point coordinate only. So what is the minimum point coordinate? You write the minimum point. This is the minimum point. X coordinates -2 puta. Y coordinates. This is the x coordinates of the minimum point and y coordinate is -6. So the coordinate is -2 comma -6. How to write by this coordinate? In most exams in new syllabus, they ask this question, right? So practice it. So you write y equal, keep a bracket and perfect square, and you write x here. So attach near to the x this x coordinate but change in the sign here. So you must change the x coordinate sign, that is -2, no? Then you apply here +2 there. So x plus 2. Then attach the y coordinate as it is, no change, to the terminal. So -6. Right. Then that is the format. Okay, so what is the equation now? Y equal x plus 2 perfect squares minus 6. So this is the answer. Right. All the time, remember, you takes the minimum point coordinate, write x and y you wrote, then make a perfect square and x right, and then bring the x coordinate with the sign change, and then y coordinate attach at the end. Okay, so that's how you take it. Understood? Right. So what happens if it is a maximum curve? There is a change here. If it is the curve maximum, similarly you take the maximum point, but the change here, you make a negative side in front of the perfect square in order to make the x squared coefficient negative. Otherwise, it violates the maths rule. Because to make a maximum curve, the x squared coefficient should be negative. Then you put a negative sign in front of this perfect square. All other same, procedure same. Okay, right. Complete it. So here you have 2 marks. Okay, you can send a message if you have any doubts. Okay, I will explain. Right. Okay, is that any questions? Right, your questions I am reading. So yes, they mention. So no problem. Here we have the coordinates -2, no? -2, -6 is the minimum point coordinate. So now we appear -2 not put as -2, it is +2. We change the sign, don't forget it. So x plus 2 perfect square minus 6. Okay, right. Now it's comply with the, which one, 4.8? -4.8, the TB, right? Which one here given? 4.4, 4.8. Let me check that one. Hari මේක මම close කරනවා. අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන්. Right. 0.4, 4.4 පුතා. -4.4. Right. It cannot be incorrect. -4.4. Then imagine if it is -4.4, the marks are given for -4.5 and -4.3. Plus or minus 1 error acceptable, but other than that not given. Okay, why? This intersecting points slightly vary. They have given chance only 1 error, 1 millimeter error. Okay, why this error comes? Normally your smoothness of your curve. So when you take the curve, because no point here sometimes, then when you take the curve, that intersecting would be slightly varied. Right, if there is no any x coordinate on the x-axis, it's 4 point yes, in the range. Right, okay, so that's fine. So now here that's okay. So what's the other questions they asking? So that's 2 marks. Then right, this is the bit harder questions to everyone. Find the positive root of the equation, this one to the first decimal place, and thereby find the approximation for root 6. Right, so now we have 2 methods, Puta, to find the roots here. Okay, roots means what? Roots means where the graph intersect the x-axis values. So how many roots there are here? You have two roots. As I mentioned, here 0.4, here 4.4, right? Okay, then two roots are available here. So what are the two roots here? Right, here 0.4, right, one root. Here negative 4.4, right, one root. Okay, so they are asking in graphically we can take two roots. Make So by the graph, I takes by graph, right? There are two roots, right? What are the two roots? Just see to the points where I graph intersect the x-axis. These are the two roots. X equal negative 4.4 and there are other roots x equal 0.4. This is called the positive root. This is the negative root. Okay, now they are asking to find square root 6 by this considering the positive root. Imagine now you don't have the graph, then you know algebraically how to find the roots of a quadratic function. So we wrote the equation in this format. We wrote y equal x plus 2 perfect square minus 6. We wrote this equation in this format. This is basically the purpose to make root by this format. Okay, if they given not task in that format, you must write this in this format. How? With use of minimum point. Now you learned how to write the equation in this form. Then what to do? We graphically we found the roots above. Now algebraically we find the roots. How algebraically the root definitions? Where the y equals 0 x values. Actually it happens y 0 at the x-axis. That's why they says in the graphically also the logic same. Why? On the x-axis y 0. Y 0 x values are the roots. So here in this equation we makes y 0 and find the x values as the roots. Algebraically we have not the graph but we have the equation. They are y equals 0 and find the root. Then x plus 2 perfect square isolate here. Then bring negative 6 to the other side, positive 6. So subject x plus 2, you take the square root of both the sides, plus or minus square root 6 comes. Then x plus 2 equal, consider the plus case, plus root 6, or you write x plus 2 equal minus root 6. Now subject x here, x equal negative 2 plus root 6, okay, or x equal, here subject negative 2 minus root 6. Okay, now algebraically you got two roots. One is this one is other one. Now these two roots shall same with the roots you obtain graphically. So these two values shall comply with these two values. Then you have to select which value is coincide with other values on the graph. How? So here you can see both values negative 2, negative 6. Both negative values. Then when they added negative values given, that means this shall coincide with this root. So graphically this root should be equal to the algebraically this root. Then this one automatically goes to the other one, here this root. And also this negative 2 plus root c. So root 6, that root 6 is more than 2 value. So then more than 2 value subtract 2 is a positive value. So positive root comply with these values. So now you can equal algebraically solve solutions with the graphically root but the corresponding one. So the equal one for this one equal to 0.4. Why? They ask in the equations to consider the positive roots. So what I can do now here, see everyone. So negative 2 plus root 6 is one root. Algebraically that should be the graphically root 0.4. So that equals 0.4. Okay, then root 6 here, subject, right? Then bring negative 2 to the other sides, positive 2 plus 0.4. Then root 6 equal, right, 2.4, right? That is how we found it. Okay, now I check. That's also given. Yes, calculate also given root 6, 2.4. How nice. This is the very hardest question in the exams. right, that can be raised through the graph, finding such a square root. Okay, hands up those who got this answer. Solve this one. Okay, those who couldn't, please practice it. Okay, if it comes, surely you can do, otherwise you cannot. Right, maths pass වෙන්න නම් ඕවා ඕනේ නැහැ. Right, හැබැයි අපි කියන්නේ solid ඒකකට යන්න ඕනි ඕවා. Right, ඒක miss වෙන්නේ මේ points වලදී පුතා. Right, you lose the A pass by this kind of high skill questions. Right, you need to do them. Okay, right. So the first question done. Okay, totally done. So this is the hardest. Again, after the class, practice it by yourself. අනිවාර්යෙන් වැරදුණු හැමෝම right මේක practice කරන්න ආයෙත් square root 6 එක ගන්න විදිහ right මේක අමතක කරලා මේ කියන්නේ කියලා දුන්න එක අමතක කරන්න එපා. කියලා දුන්න විදිහ ඔළුවේ තියාගෙන මේක ආයෙ හදන්න. right root 6 එක හොයන එක අර graph එක මේක ලියන එක මේ දෙකෙන් එකක් එනවමයි sure and short. හරි. right ප්‍රශ්න 3යි එන්නේ ඕකෙන් එකක් ලේසිම එකක් අහනවා හරි 3ක් හෝ 4ක් සමහරවල් ඒක අනිත් දෙක the other two make harder අනිත් දෙක තමයි hard කරන්නේ එතකොට මේක හදන්න graph question එක කවුරුත් skip කරන්න එපා exam එකේදී හරි right okay now we are moving to the second question මම කිව්වේ make questions දෙක important එතකොට make questions දෙකෙන් ගොඩක් පුළුවන් ඉගෙන ගන්න right අපි දැන් යනවා කෝකටත් අයල question මේක තමයි ලංකාවේ හැමෝටම හදන්න පුළුවන් ගාන right ඕකත් skip කරන ළමයි ඉන්නවා right okay now check here how to do this question everyone here right the 100 sweetmeats of a parcel type was mentioned measured in grams a frequency distribution construct using the given below right so number of sweetmeats with different masses right 17 to 18 grams how many parcels so it means 100 4 parcel likewise the given right find the model class of this distribution puta model class means the most frequency class most repeated class right highest frequency class see the highest frequency this is the frequency column highest frequency is 34 that belongs to which class interval 18 to 19 right so that is the model class then using a suitable assume mean or otherwise see that in some exam paper or otherwise include not included that means only assume means then in one paper it came using assume mean find the mean then not other options alternatives there why then you have to follow that assume mean and here see that which method is easy here 17 18 you takes the mid value you need to take the mid value then it's 17.5 18.5 decimal comes and here frequency also bit higher values there when decimal multiply with the higher values your calculations would be difficult in that case better to choose the assume mean okay especially when the mid value comes decimals okay then we follow the assume mean method and they are allowed us free to choose a suitable assume means they don't mention right now I copy the table හැමෝම practice වෙන්න right for table right remember the 5 columns of the tables of the SEO means right so what are the 5 columns here you know that right so there are 5 columns of this mean calculations right right අද වෙලා නේද right now check so I applied 5 columns so remember the columns 5 columns are there 1 2 okay 3 4 and 5 there okay right for assuming 5 columns mid values only 4 columns there. Okay, then I write here class interval, class, right? Then I takes near to that mid value, what we call x, then I takes the deviation d, then f, then fd column. So these are the 5 columns. The order would be varied. Some of you follow a different order, but I follow this order. Okay, right, 17 to 18 first class interval, then I takes 18 to 19, okay, then 19 to 20, okay, then 20 to 21, then 21 to 22, then 22 to 23, right? Okay, then you fill the given frequency column here, 4, then 34, 26, 34, 26, then we have 20, 10, 6, 20 and 10 and 6. Okay, right, then you are going to fill the mid values. How to fill the mid value? Right, 17 plus 18 divide by 2. That's how the mid value comes. 17 plus 18 divide by 2 means 17.5. Here 18.5. Okay, here 19.5. So here 20.5. Then here 21.5, 22.5. Okay, now for finding deviation, you required assume means. So I assume here model class mid value. What is a model class? 34, right? 34 mid value. Here I takes as the assume mean. You can take any value. Okay, then I write 0 in front of that, and then I subtract from 17.5 subtracts, write this assume mean. 17.5 subtract 18.5 means what? -1. Okay, then from this value subtract the assume means, then +1. Okay, then here +2. Okay, +3, here +4. Understood? So the D defined as x minus a. What is x? Is the mid value minus a. X is 17.5, assume mean is 18.5. That's how it comes, -1. Then here subtracts assume mean, here subtract assume mean, here subtract assume mean, here subtract assume mean. Right. Okay, then FD columns, you multiply these two, here comes -4, here comes 0, right, here comes +26, here comes 40, okay, then here comes 30, okay, then here comes 24, right, positive. So at the positive sum here, 6 plus 4, 10, right, 120 positive. Then here -4. Then what is the sigma FD? Sum of FD column sigma FD, positive 120 subtract 4 is positive 116. Right, okay, then you take the sum of F column, we call sigma F. Right, how to take the answer? Right, 100, yes, 100 there, right? So this is the table now. So now we completed the table. Now how to find the mean, right? You know the formula, x bar equal a plus sigma fd over sigma f. Okay, 19.5 as assume means, no problem. You can choose any value as the assume means, so the same answer obtained. Some are thinking different answer come. No. Then the deviation, the mean deviation would be changed. But finally solutions, right, comes one answer. So this is the formula now when the assume mean. Remember, most of you forgot this formula. Marks are given for that one. X bar equal, X bar is the true mean, equal assume mean plus sigma fd over sigma f. Okay, right. So what's the formula now? X bar true mean equal assume mean plus sigma fd over sigma f. Sigma fd over sigma f, one single name offered. What is that? Do you know that one? This is also asking for F1. What is the name for sigma fd over sigma f? Mean deviation. Mean deviation. So remember in that manner, true mean equal assumed mean plus the mean deviation. Okay, fine. No wording, but this symbol must be there. Okay, so no problem, wording mentioned, but for substituting, this is required for substituting sigma fd sigma f a plus these things. Okay, so better, no issue, better to write these symbols. Assume means, what's the assume mean? 18.5, we got the assume mean, right? Then here sigma fd is what? That is 116 over, right, sigma f is 100. Right, now check 18.5. Here divide by 100 means comes as 1.16. Okay, because 2 digit fast. Then 18.5 plus 50 you write plus 1.16. Okay, then it comes 6, 5 plus 1 6, then here 19.66. So that is the X bar there. So here, Buddha, what do you have to remember? The formula we have, right? Practice this one. This is a table, not much logical questions. The major thing is you need to take the format table. What did you take the answer, Buddha? Those who completed, send me your answer for this mean division. So the true mean, what was the answer? Is that correct? Correct. Okay, so because here I also make mistakes. Okay, that's why I ask. Here a very easy questions, but without mistakes, complete it. Okay, right? Yes, correct. Most are saying correct, so 19.66. Better, so don't round off unless they ask. Okay, they ask using certain, otherwise find the mean of a sweetmeats. So mention it's by grams, but don't mention round off unless they ask. Okay, right. So question 1, that question 2 completed. Okay, එතකොට මේකේ ප්‍රැක්ටිස් වෙන්න කියලා 아무තු දෙයක් නැහැ පුතා. ටේබල් එකේ ෆෝමැට්ස් එක මතක තියාගන්න. Right, class interval, mid value, deviation, frequency, FD. Then you can choose as you mean. How does you mean? Any value you can take, any mid value you can take as you mean, but mostly taking the model class mid value. Why? The mean is tends to, if you do a statistic further, mean tends towards the right mod. right, වැඩිපුරම තියෙන කෙනාගේ පැත්තටනේ මීන් එක සෙට් වෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා අපි ලොකු ඩීවියේෂන් එකක් නැති වෙන්න මීන් එකෙන් අපි ඒකයි මොඩල් ක්ලාස් එකේ මිඩ් වැලියු එක ගන්නෙ. හරිද? ඒකේ අර හේතුව තමයි මීන් එක 10 වෙන්නේ නැඹුරු වෙන්නේ මොඩ් එක පැත්තට. වැඩිපුරම තියෙන ඩේටා එක පැත්තටනේ ඇවරේජ් එක ලං වෙන්නේ. දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් අපේ පන්තියේ මැත්ස් මාක් එක ගොඩ හැමෝගෙම වගේ ලකුණු 90යි 90යි 90යි. right, එතකොට මීන් එක ලැම් වෙන්නෙත් 90 පැත්තට. right, පැහැදිලිද? ඒකයි අපි ඒක තෝරන්නේ හේතුවක්. ඔය මැත්ස් වල හැම එකකටම රීසන් එකක් තියෙනවා. right, ඔයාලට සමහර ඒවා මේ ලෙවල් එකට ඒවා ගෝචර වෙන්නේ ගැද වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි ඔක ඔයා ඉස්සරහට මැත්ස් කරනකොට right, සමහරුට ඔක අහු වෙනවා ආයෙත් මේක. ස්ටැටිස්ටික් වෙනම සබ්ජෙක්ට් කන්ටෙන්ට් එකක්. හරි, වෙනම සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක්. Okay, right, that is fine. Okay, right, so I think that's fine. So we completed that question. So now we are moving to the question number 3. Takes times today, right? So the price of an Almira, 30,000 rupees when it purchased outright. It can also be purchased by making a down payment of 6,000, right? Paying the remaining amount in 24 installment, monthly installment 1,100, right? Calculated according to the reduced imbalance method, okay, right? Calculate the interest rate. 10 marks, one shot questions. May one shot questions kiyak kenada. How many one shots? How many one shot, right? That means no, not structured questions. We call the essay type questions. How many? 4 they are. So this is one kind of essay type, not structured, right? So then you know the reducing balance. They can ask two things: calculating the installment, calculating the interest rate. Here they are asking calculating interest rate. So follow that story. Make a story එක වගේ මතක තියෙන්න ඕනේ පුතා. maths වල මම දකින විදිහට right story එකක් වගේ මතක තියාගන්න ඕනි ගානක් තමයි මේක. මේක steps ටික ඔළුවේ නැති වුණොත් ගාන හදන්න බෑ. Because they have no guidance given. Just final answer expecting. Okay? Right. So follow my method. So you take, we have an equation for calculating interest rate. What is that interest rate calculation equation? So you need to remember this one at the sides. Then you are okay. Interest rate equal, right? Interest per month unit divide by monthly loan amount. So you required two inputs to find the interest rate. One is monthly loan amount you required, and interest per month unit you need to have required. You required. Okay. So then how to find these two things? So you take firstly the value of Almira, right? This is the steps. So I take value of Almira is how much? Right, equal rupees 30,000. Okay, then they make a down payment. So you subtract the down payment and you see what is the down payment, 6,000. Okay, then subtracts that one. Then you can see what is the loan, actual loan, because down payment means a paid amount. So loan amount, total loan amount actually here. What is the loan amount? 30,000 subtract 6,000, rupees 24,000. That is the total loan amount. Then you can take the monthly loan amount. This is one input we required. Monthly loan. How to take the monthly loan? Just total loan 24,000 divide by number of installment we have. This says that 24 equal installment to be paid. So you divide by 24, then you can see that rupees 1,000 is the monthly loan amount. So you require this input. I mention it as 1. This is one input for calculating interest rate. Okay, then you require to find the interest, total interest, and then interest per month unit you need to find. So now this is the loan, 24,000. Now we will check through the installment plan, right? What is the paid amount? We write its paid amount via installment plan. Paid amount via installment plan. Right. So what's the installment plan? They mention one installment is 1,100. Right. Such how many installments they are paying? 24. So 1,100 into 24. Right. Then you can see the answer rupees 26,400. So they are paying at the end of the period this much of total amount, right, through the installment plan. But actually they have had the loan of 24,000, but now they are paying this much. So why this difference comes? Due to the interest. So then you can calculate what is the interest paying, total interest. So how to take the total interest? From the total amount paid via installment plan, subtracts the loan, that is 24,000. Okay, then it comes as 2,000 rupees, 2,400 there. So that is the total interest. Okay. So that is the 2,400 is the total interest. Okay. Then you will calculate number of month units. How to take the number of month units? Write n into n plus 1 over 2. So what is the n here? 24 into 25. Why n plus 1? N 24, n plus 1, 25. Divide by 2. 2, 1, 2, 12. Then 25 into 12, you can take the answer 300. So 300 number of month units there. Now you require the interest per month unit. මේක අර කතාව වගේ යන්න ඕනේ. Interest per month unit. How to take the interest per month unit? Just the total interest we have, that is 2,400 divided by interest per month. Number of month unit is 300. Okay, two zeros simplified. Then rupees 8. This is the second output. So now the question solved, right? You found the monthly loan amount and also you found the interest per month units. Now you need to just apply the equations only, right? How to apply to the equations? So now you can take annual interest rate they asking. See the equation, annual interest rate equal just the interest per month unit. Okay, interest per month unit divide by, right, monthly loan amount, right, okay, this is as a fraction. Then to make a percentage, you multiply by 100%. To make annual, you multiply by 12. See that concept, okay? So annual interest rate equal interest per month units divided by monthly loan amount into 100%. Now percentage converted, but to make annual, you need to multiply by 12. Okay, then check. Interest per month unit is 8 rupees divided by monthly loan amount. Right here you found first input 1000 rupees. Here you have 1000. Right, here the second output 8 for 1008 rupees. So you multiply by 100%, you multiply by 12. Okay, now checks 2 zeros simplified. Then 12 into 8, 96. Divide by 10%. That means it is 9.6%. Right, so that is the interest rate. Got it? Here 30,000, yes. It was in my mind 30,000 subtract 6,000, yes. Yes. Right, did you take this answer? 9.6? Okay, excellent. Right, make the corrections. මේක පුතා ගෙදරින් ගෙනියන ලකුණු සෙට් එකක් වගේ. හරිද? ඒ නිසා හැමෝම මේ ගාන දෙතුන් පාරක් මේ විදිහේ ගණන් සෙට් එකක් හදන්න. මේක අපි මොනවා කිව්වත් මැත්ස් කොච්චර මේවා කිව්වත් මේක බැරි නම් ඒ කියන්නේ මේක හදලා මේ හුරුව නැත්තම් මේ concept එක flow එක මතක නැත්තම් පුතා මේ ගාන හදන්න බෑ. හරිද? ඒ නිසා මේකේ හුරුව අපිට එන්න ඕනේ. right, මේකේ practice එක අපිට එන්න ඕනේ. හරි? එතකොට මේ ඒ හුරුව ගන්න හොඳට. Right, so the marks 10 marks. Okay, steps. Right, for calculating monthly loan amounts, you have 2 marks. Okay, then total interest calculations 2 marks. Then number of month units 2 marks. Okay, then interest per month units 2 marks, and this calculations 2 marks. Okay, 10 marks allocated in this manner. Right, so the question number 3 done. පැහැදිලිද? මේක දැන් හොඳට ගෙදරින් හුරු වෙලා හැමෝම විභාගෙට හැමෝම සතියකට සැරයක්වත් reducing balance ගණන් ආකාර දෙකෙන් එකක් හදන්න. right, මේක අපි මොනවා කිව්වත් මේකේ මේ flow එක මේක story එක වගේ ඔළුවේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ආකාර දෙකයි, two methods, one for calculating interest rate, the other one is installment. Installment is easy than this. This is the hardest one, interest rate, because you need to remember this equation and then you need to take that 2 output here and make highlight these points and do this. No problem, do the same questions right again and try whether you can remember the flow here. Right, අපි මොනවා කිව්වත් මං කිව්වේ මේ ගාන right අපිට ස්ටෝරි එක වගේ ඔළුවේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් හදා ගන්න බෑ. Okay, right. Okay, right. Okay, now we are moving to the next question here. Question number 4. Right. On a horizontal ground, a mango tree, a jack tree, and coconut tree are located at the position A, B, and T respectively. Right. So I will take this question to this one, the green boards, and then now this is a trick question. Unfortunately, you haven't learned yet, but however, I have inserted. Right, no problem. Right, just try to understand. I know that trick is not yet done, but I will do for you. Right, don't worry if you didn't catch it. Right, I thought it's a scale diagram, but unfortunately it's inserted. No problem, in advance you can just take an idea how to do it. And a horizontal ground, a mango tree, jack tree, and coconut tree are located. Right, so you make a straight line here. Right, mango tree, I takes M, mango tree, and then jack tree and coconut tree. So I takes J and C. Okay, coconut, right, jack, and here mango. Right. Okay, then A, B, and T respectively are they mentioned here. A, B, and T respectively. B is located to the north of A. Right, not in a straight line. Right, B is located to the north of A. I write here A there, B is located to the north of A. So that means B is here. Right, north of A. This is roughly sketch. B is located to the north of A and T is located to the east of A. East of A means this side T located. Okay. Moreover, 80 equal 100 meters. 80 means 100 meters. Okay, that's also given. Okay, then and the bearing of T from B. Bearing of T is this one. From B means here you need to make a north to measure the bearing. North and makes the bearing of T here to this direction, and this clockwise direction is the bearing measured. So what is that angle is 162, right? Okay, this is the case. Okay, right. Now I draw in a large manner, right? This is now clear as the questions, right? Okay, then this is mentioned. So exactly A here and T there. So this is 100-meter distance, and here the B points from that, right? This is the north, and this bearing, this angle is the 162. Okay, so this is the A, B, and T location. So here B and here T. Right, now what they ask in draw a rough sketch of the position of T given. So here for drawing, so you have 3 marks there, okay, for drawing part. Then find the magnitude of ATB. A, T, B angle they are asking. You can find that angle clearly. How? Here 162 means Puta, you can take this inner angle. How? This is a straight line, right? From the straight line, they add up to 180. So you can find this angle from 180 subtracts this 162. Okay, here 8, then 18 degree there. So this part 18 degree. Okay, then how to find this angle? Easily, if one is 90 degree, this is the easiest way. The sum of these two also 90 degree. So this one can take easily from 90, subtracts this 18. So it comes as 72 degrees. So here comes as 72. Okay, right. Understood. So the sum is 180. Based on that we take. But if one is 90, the easiest way, other is the sum is from 90 subtracts the given angle. Okay, right. So the answer should be for that one 72. Part 2, 72 degree. You have 3 marks again. Right. The third one, mark the informations on the diagram. Yes, we are doing that part. So using trigonometric tables, find the distance AB in meters, right? Trigonometric ratio AB in meters. Now, Buddha, you can consider this 72 angle we know, right? So we know the side length. We require the side length known. Yes, that is fine. That is a given side length. And here they are asking AB length. I mention it as X. Now, with respect of the given angle, to find a side length in trigonometry, you require two things. One is angle, the other one is the given length. Okay, so here angle given 72 and the given length is 100. Now you name with respect of the given angle, what are the names of these sides? This is opposite to this angle, we call the opposite side. Okay, opposite side, and this is with respect to the angle, this is adjacent sides, this is adjacent side. Okay, then we know the ratio, right? Opposite and adjacent dealing with the ratio of tan theta. So what is the theta here? 72. So we can apply a ratio tan 72. Don't worry about this one. Tan value of this 72 degree equal opposite over adjacent. What is the opposite? AB length over adjacent is 100. Okay, now you can see by the table tan 72 how much. We have the log table to check the tangent. So natural tangent. Under that you take 72 0. 72 0 is 3.078. 3.078, right, equal AB over 100. So how to subject AB? Right, you multiply 100 by both the sides. Here also 100, here also 100. Okay, then 100 simplified. Here you can take AB equal, just multiply by 100, then this decimal point pass two places to the right side. So it comes as 307.8 meters. Okay, so the AB. So they're asking, you can find the distance AB in meters, right? We got AB in meters. Then a well is located at position C to the north of A, right? Between A and B such that TC equal 175. We have the C. A well is located at a position of C to the north of A. That means north of AC, this kind of position C, right, where such that TC, okay, that means you need to connect this T and C. So TC equal 175. C located as this length 175 meters. Using the trigonometric ratio, find the ACT angle. ACT angle, this angle asking theta. Right, now you know you can consider this ATC triangle. See there? So now they're asking an angle, Puta. So they're asking angle. To find angle in trigonometry, you require two things. What are the two things? Two side length. So what are these two side length? You know, in this right angle triangle, you know here 100, you know here 175. Then write their name with respect of this angle theta. What is the side length here? Opposite to theta is opposite sides. So here call the opposite side. Okay, and here we call the hypotenuse front to the 90. Then in trigonometry, opposite hypotenuse dealing with sine theta. Okay, then you apply sine theta equal opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is 100 over hypotenuse. Right, then takes this answer with the division, long division, 100 over 100 over 175. That gives us 0.5714 to second decimal place, sorry, fourth decimal place. Then takes the answer theta equal, right, by the point table you takes just 0.5714. It's around 34 degrees and some kind of minutes there. Okay, just take it approximately 34 degrees, and here it comes as 0.84 multiply with 60 minutes. It's around 50 minutes. Right, don't worry, the way of finding this will be discussed right with our theory classes as well. Okay, right, complete it. 3450, and actually the value is 52, 52 minutes. Right, 34 degree and 52 minutes. Right. Okay, we will do once the theory part's done in precisely. Okay, right, with the further explanation, but at this moment, right, keep the answer, note down it. Right. Okay, now we are moving to the question number 5 here. Right. Here in trigonometry, two things asking, a side length and a angle, right? Side length and an angle, right? You require that knowledge. Okay, right. Now we move to the question number 5. Okay, the prices of entrance tickets to an art exhibition are given below. Right, see everyone. A group consisting of adults and decided to attend this exhibition. Total cost of the entrance ticket for the group of this group is 6,525. Construct a pair of simultaneous equations by taking adults, right, in this group as X and these children as Y. The price of the entire tickets of an adult for an adult this much. A group of adult children have decided to attend this exhibition to the. Did you this question? I think one information missing. Did you do this one? The fifth question. How many students they mention? I think one detail missing here in typesetting. Yes. Isn't it? Yes, less information because here the total number of participants should be given and the cost given we can build up one equation, but the issue we cannot build the other equation. We are struggling. Yes, sorry for that. That question error there. The number of total students and the number of team should be there. Then we can do it. Okay, මේක ගෙස් කළාවත් අපිට answers දාන්න බෑ question එකට. මොකද කියන්නේ මේ total count එක හරියටම ගන්න ඕනේ මේක simplify වෙලා එන්න. Right. Okay, so we have to skip that question, no problem. So remember how to take the cost. If the number of people is given, how to take, I will show you how to build up this one, right? If the number of people gives, take a sum for the number of count, how to take the number of adults in this group, X and children, Y, no? Okay, then X plus Y equal to the given quantity. It is the missing one. Right. So this is the missing one they didn't give. So the other one, the cost. So adult X, then one ticket is 225. So what is the cost for adults? 225X. Right. Then one children cost is 150. Such Y children's there. Then 150Y is the cost for children. Right. Equal the total cost 6525. So that is the second equation. This data is the missing one. The group consisting of children, how much here after that, that word is missing, right? Then you can solve it and find X and Y accordingly, right? Now I takes the part here, part B of this question. Solve inequality this one and find the maximum integral value that P can take. So I move to that integral part. Right, how to solve this kind of integral and give the maximum minimum values there. Okay, so everyone see to the board. 225p plus 3750 less than or equal. Here we have 5500. Okay, then how to do this question? This addition 3750, you subtract 3750 from both the sides. Okay, here also you subtract 3750. Okay, so here subtracted, then you can take 225p less than or equal, right? Here just subtracts 5500 subtracts 3750. Then it comes as 1750 there. Okay. Then you have to subject P, you divide by 225 both the sides. Okay. 225. Simplified, P less than or equal. Then divide by 225. So 1750 divided by 225. Then it comes as a fraction. See that 175, 225, 7 there. Okay, 225 into 7 comes as 1575. Then how much the balance? 225. So subtract 1750, it comes as around 175. Right, this can further simplify it, but take that idea. So if P is a value less than or equal 7 and something. So 7 plus something here. So they are asking what is the maximum integral values. So it's 7 plus something. If I indicates it a number line, the P value, P is a value here 0, here 7 there, here 8 there, 7 and something. The decimal part here, so this is something here. Okay, then the answer is says P is equal to that value or less than that. Less than that means the left side. Now after this 7.1 value, this left side is right, left side here. So under less than sides, what is the maximum integral solution? Integral solutions means the whole number solutions. Less than this, what is the first whole number you are reaching? 7. Okay, so the P maximum integral is, P max integral value is 7. Right, 7. Okay, understood? Right, 7 point something there, but that is a decimal. Integral maximum value you find is 7 here. Okay, good question there. Okay, then question number 5 done. So now we are moving to the question number 6. Right, two plane figure shows below respectively, right, half of a circle of a radius and a quarter of a circle of radius x plus 2. Right, if the areas of two plane figures are equal, now this is the area of this figure is equal to the area of this figure, construct a quadratic equation in terms of x, and by solving then find the value of x to the corrected first decimal place. Square root 7, 2 given, right? Right, one is a semicircle with radius x, the other one is a quarter circle with x plus 2. Right, so I draw this figure. Right, this one and a quarter circle given. Okay, right, here radius x plus 2, right, then here radius is x, isn't it? Yes. Okay, then they are saying that the area of these two sectors are equal, right? Then you can write the area of this sector. How the area of this sector comes? Right, area equal half. Why semicircle? Half 5r squared. R is x. So half 5x squared. Here the area is 1/4. This is from a full circle, 1/4. Right, 1/4 5r squared. What is the r here? X plus 2 is the radius. So x plus 2 squared. Okay, then these two areas are equal. Okay, then you can simplify. Don't substitute 5 as 22 over 7. Just 5 you can eliminate. Simplify 5 and here 5 divides. So here it comes as x squared over 2 equal here x plus 2 squared over 4. Right, now this divisional values is a disturbance to us. So here 2 and here 4 they are. How to eliminate? You can multiply by the larger value 4, because then you can simplify both. Here you multiply 4, here also you multiply by 4. Then 2 1 2 2, here 4 1 4 1, or cross multiply apply. No problem. Then 2 into x squared, 2x squared equal. Here perfect square simplify. How to do? First term x, then x squared takes, plus here product 10 twice takes 2 into x, 2x, its twice is 4x. Okay, plus second term squared, 2 squared is 4. Now bring all the terms to the left sides, 2x squared, here bring x squared negative x squared, here brings 4x negative 4x, here brings 4 negative 4 equals 0. Okay, then 2x squared minus x squared means x squared minus 4x minus 4 equals 0. Okay, so this is the equations we obtain. But unfortunately here they haven't given us to prove a equation. So imagine if we take the incorrect equations, we don't know. Right, we are solving an incorrect. So be carefully do. In some exams the equations they have given to show us, but here not. But here one hint there, right? Square root 2 given means when you are solving quadratic, if you deal square root 2, then you may some relief. But not fully you can argue that correct answer. Mistakenly also you can take root 2. But mostly if not dealing means root 2, you are totally wrong. Right? If we deal in root 2 in your questions mean you may correct. May, right? Not must. Right. Now this is the equation. Now you can apply completing the square or right formula method. So where I suggest completing the square better. Right. The complete square bit difficult when x square terms comes 2, 3 such kind of figures and x terms is not divisible by 2. In that case choose the formula. Okay. So now I have x squared minus 4x minus 4. So I keep sides there. Okay, then I will solve that one. How to do? So I keep x squared minus 4x. I bring this negative 4 to the other side, positive 4. Then I write x minus, here half you take. 4 half is 2, perfect square. Okay, then here 2 is squared 4. You subtract 4 there, equal 4. Why this squared? You subtract here. Then this minus 4 goes to the other side. X minus 2 perfect square equal 4 plus 4. Right, then x minus 2 perfect square equal 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, then you subject x minus 2. How? X minus 2 equal plus or minus square root 8. Okay, then how to take the square root 8 value? You know, you can write it as a whole number and a perfect square. How the 8 build up? 4 into 2. So 4 into 2 build up. So in 4 you have a square root exactly. Root 4 is 2 root 2. Then I can write therefore x minus 2 equal plus or minus 2 root 2. Okay, then I consider the plus case, then x minus 2 equal plus 2 root 2, or I takes now x minus 2 equal negative 2 root 2. Here subject x equal 2 plus 2 root 2, or here x equal 2 minus 2 root 2. Okay, then substitute 2 into root 2 value as given 1.4, 1.41. Right, then substitute 2 plus 2 into 1 2, 2 into 4 8, 2 into 1 2, 2 plus 2.82, that means 4.82. Okay, then here answer comes x equal 2 minus 2 into 2, 1.41. So 2 minus 2.82. 2 minus 2 point, here 4 1 no 1 4 here there. Right. Right. එතකොට 0 negative 0.82 comes. Okay. Any questions asked? So now what they're asking here, x is a length puta, right? Why? X is a radius. Here x is a radius, you can write x greater than 0. Therefore, you reject that answer. Therefore, x equal 4.82 centimeters. So this logic, you have to write. You got two answers in the quadratic solving, but you reject one because x to be a length.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So they are asking for the first decimal, for the nearest first decimal place.
Nearest first decimal place. Yes. Okay. Then you need to round off. How? So the second decimal place you cancelled. That is 2. Right. Then you are not adding anything. Just x equal 4.8 centimeters. 10 marks allocated. Okay. Right, any questions for others? No, payment via installment plan in the previous question, Putta. The installment value is 1,100. They are not paying 1,000, 1,000. They pay installment. See that. In the question, they says that in the third questions, they said with interest in 24 equal monthly installment of 1,100. Not 1,000, that is 1,100 installment value. Okay, that's why we multiply 1,100. Okay, right. So this question's done. Everyone note it down. So now we are moving to the question number 7. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න මේකේ, okay? Is that clear to you? Right. Okay, now I am moving to the question number 7. Right. Now see, that's question number 7. Here is a vertical wall is constructed on right. This is a progression. Okay, right, arithmetic progression we'll check on a horizontal ground by using identical bricks as follows. The first row of the wall consists of 160 bricks. The number of bricks in each row above the first row is less than the number of bricks in the row immediately below it. 3 less than, yes, right. So then immediately below it, the last row consists only 1 bricks. Okay, right. Find how many rows of bricks this wall consists of. Right, how many rows? Now you need to consider about this progression concepts. Right, we are discussing question number 7. So first row consists with 106 bricks. Okay, then reduce 3 bricks means 103, then 100. Likewise, it runs to the until last row, the last term of this progression, you know that 1 brick. So they're asking how many rows consisted here. So we know the last term as 1. If we find which term is 1, then that is the number of rows. This is first term, second term, third term. Likewise, there is a term 1. Which term is that? Imagine it comes as 15 row value is the 1, then 15 rows totally. So now connect this scenario to the arithmetic progression terms. What they're asking here, one term given, term t given as 1 and asking in. Okay, then you write the major tools of this progression. First term you indicate as A, 106. Then you take the difference. How to take second term subtracts the first term. Or you can take any consecutive terms, previous succeeding terms, subtracts the preceding terms. So you takes 103 subtracts 106. So the D comes as negative 3. Be carefully see. Okay, D negative 3. Now N don't know. We have a Tn called 1. So N is asking. Okay, then you apply the Tn equal A plus N minus 1D formula. So we have Tn equal A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, now Tn is what? 1 equal A plus A is 106 plus N you don't know, N minus 1 into the difference. What is the difference here? Negative 3. Okay, then you takes 1 equal 106 minus 3 into N minus 3N. Right, minus 3 into 1 plus 3. Okay, equal 1. Then you can bring all the terms to one side. and the other terms to other side. So negative 3n comes here, positive 3n equal, right, 106 plus 3 minus 1. Okay, then 3n equal, uh, here 106 plus 3 is 109. Okay, 109, subtract 1 is 108. Then you divide by 3 both the sides. So 3 simplified, n equal 339, 1 remaining for 18, 6 there. So n equal 36. That means there are 36 rows there. Okay, so you have 3 marks there. Then find how many bricks in total were used to construct this total. Right, now they're asking how many total bricks there are. So that means, Futa, they're asking a sum of these progressions until the last term 1. Okay, when the last term known, finding the sum would be easy with the short, very easy, short and sweet formula for finding the sum of the nth term when the last term known. What is the formula? Sn equal n over 2 into a plus l. We know that last term is the 36th rows. That means 36 term. N is how many terms there are here? 36. How many rows? 36. So apply S36 equal, right? You apply here 36 there. Okay, then S36 equal, N is 36 over 2 into A plus L. A is 106 first term, last term 1. Okay, then 36 over 2 is 18 into 107. So 18 multiply with 107, you got the answer. Okay, 1926 bricks required. So you have here 3 marks there. Correct it? Did you take these answers? You got 30 rows, 34 rows. What about others? Is this 36 or 34? 36, yes. Then with the mistakes, check again. Right. එතකොට වැරදුණු අය මේක නැවත කරන්න. Those who takes mistakes, right, redo after the class. Okay, then you will realize it again. Right. වැරදි ටික හැමෝම හැම දවසෙම කරන්න හදන්න අය. Okay, right. This first term of a geometric progression is 2. Now part B related to geometric progression. First term A is equal to 2. Okay, the common ratio of this progression is positive. R positive, that means R greater than 0. Okay, write that logic in math symbol. Positive, and the sum of the second and third term is 24. Right, first term's 22. So I take the second term. How to take the second term? I take the common ratio R. Then first term's 2 means second term's 2 multiply with R, 2R. Third term means 2r multiply with r, then 2r squared. Okay, first terms 2, then multiply with r 2r, second terms again multiply with r 2r squared. This is how the terms allocated. Okay, the common ratio I assumed as r. Then the sum of the second and third term mean this is second term, this is third term. Sum of these two terms 2r plus 2r squared equal second and third term sum is 24. Okay, so that is my logic. Then I takes, understood, I got the ratio as r, then 2r 2r squared. Then here I have a common factor. I takes 2, right? 2r there, you can take 2r, then 1 plus I takes 2 only, right? Because I required to divide by 2. That's my logic. 2 taken out, then r plus r squared equal 24. Then I divide by 2 both the sides. Right here also 2, 2, 1, 2, 12. Then r squared plus r, bring this 12 to this sides, minus 12 equals 0. So what is that? This is a quadratic. Okay, quadratic equations build up, factorize it, right? How trinomial quadratic? So negative 2lr squared, then it's pair matching and factorizing as a r plus 4 into r minus 3, right, equals 0. Factorize and did it. Okay, now you have two solutions. Okay, right, so what are the solutions? R plus 4 equals 0, O, right, you have R minus 3 equals 0, right, then here R equal negative 4, O, R equal positive 3. So they mentioned that R greater than 0, that's why they mention R is positive to eliminate one answer. So then R negative 4 rejected, therefore R equal 3. So now you found the R equal 3, 2 marks there. Okay, then they asking, show that the seventh term of this progression 1458. So how to find the seventh terms? That means a certain term. How to find certain terms in our geometric progression? Tn equal nth term ar to the power n minus 1. Now apply the informations. They asking t seventh equal a is what? A is 2, 2 into R is what? Common ratio 3, 7 minus 1. Okay, 2 into 3 to the power 6. So 2 into 3 to the power 6, 3 multiply 6 times with again it. Here 3 to the power 6 is 729. So when you multiply it by 2, it comes as 1458. So you have 2 marks there. Right, nice question. Right, it dealings geometry part as well. Okay, any questions? Today no questions. Right. මේවා එහෙම ඉතාලම quality questions මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න මේ හිතා ගන්නත් බෑඩ් සමහරවන්ට right ඒ නිසා මේවට හුරු වෙන්න. එතකොට අර අපි කියන්නේ පොඩි දේවල් මහ ලොකු දේවල් නෙමෙයි අපිට. හරිද? ඒ level එකට අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න. එතකොට ඔයාලට එන exams හදන්න පුළුවන් ළමයි. නැතුව අපි නිකන් තාමත් අර පොඩි කාලේ වගේ පොඩි සරල සීනි බෝල ගණන් හදලා සතුටු වෙලා බෑ. මේ level එකට දැන් O level paper එක හැදෙන්නේ. හරි? Okay, right now we are moving to the construction questions. Question number 8, right? Use only the straight edge, right, for this construction. Construct the triangle ABC such that AB equal 8 centimeter. Okay, so you make a straight line here, AB 8 centimeters. Okay, right? Then they are asking AC 7.5 and BAC 60 degree. BAC, that means at A 60 degree create. Keep in arc there, and then you connect here BAC, here 60 degree there, okay. Then AC how much? AC is 7.5. So you take here 7.5 length, okay, centimeter length. Then you connect B and C here, right? So ABC triangle done. Okay, construct the angle bisector of. So constructing triangle, you have 3 marks there, okay, 3 marks. Then next one, construct the angle bisector of ACB. ACB angle bisector. How to draw? You make the compass here, make an angle, keep more distance here, keep an arc here, keep the arc, cut the arc there. Okay. Then you connect these two lines here. Right. Then this is the angle bisector here. Right. Okay. So that is the ACB angle bisector you drawn. Then mark the point D on the sides BC such that mark the point D on the sides BC such that CD equal 5 centimeters. So you take 5 centimeter to the compass and mark there D. So here this length 5 centimeters, right? Okay, and construct the circle that touch the side BC at D point and has its center O on angle bisector of ACB. Okay, right. So that means, Puta, now check new things learning. There should be a circle, right, that touch D. Touching D means in grade 11 maths, we are learning a theorem. When a circle there, we are touching a point means when you draw a perpendicular, then it comes as a tangent here. Touching means this line CD appears as a tangent to the circle. Then when you draw a 90-degree line, that shall pass through the center of the circle. So touching concepts means you are drawing a perpendicular at D, so that shall pass through the center. So that is the condition. Touch means you draw 90 degree at D. So how to draw 90 degree at D? You make an arc here, right? Keep more distance, keep an arc, keep the same distance here. Then you connect these two, right? Then it comes as a 90-degree line. Okay, right, this is 90-degree Buddha. So then that shall pass through the center of the circle, and further says that the center lies on this angle bisector 2. That means both the requirements satisfied. Here this is the center of the circle. So this is the center of the circle I mentioned as O. Why? They says touching that D point means you should draw perpendicular that shall pass through the center as well as through the angle bisector set. Center locates, then both conditions satisfied here. Okay, now they are asking touch the BC at the point D and the center on the angle bisector. Right. Now you draw a circle. How to draw? Take this length to the radius and draw the circle there. Okay. Then actually if you draw the circle nicely, it shall touch both the sides here, right? This one, and it shall touch both the C and D separately. C ekai D ekai dekama touch him. This one and this line touch. Okay, from B, construct another tangent to the above constructed circle, right? The tangent B this tangent creation is not yet done in the grade 11 maths. Okay, last term, this third term. How to make a tangent? So one tangent drawn, BD is a one tangent. How to draw the other tangent to the circle? So the two tangents from the external points are equal in length. So takes the BD length to the compass and take that length and cut the circle. Then connect these sides, right, B and D here. So this is the other tangent to the circle. So you take this length to the compass and cut here and connect there. Okay, you take the other tangent here. Okay, so then construct the isosceles triangle ABP such that ABP such that the point P lies on the BE produced here BE there, no, right, BE produced BAP equal, right, ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් දැන්ට තියන්න ඒක අපිට ඉස්සරහට tangent වල part එකක් B produce කරලා තියෙන අපිට යාලා අහනවා අපි construct the isosceles triangle ABP such that the point P lies on BE produced and BAP equal P ABE BAP right P එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ මේ angles දෙක equal වෙන විදියට හරිනේ එතකොට කොහොමද නිකන් geometry පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ so this angle right okay this angle and this angle should be equal and should lies find the P. If two angles equal, right, they are isosceles triangle. So here this one angle is ABP and BAP equal when on ABE in may angle එකට මෙතන equal වෙන විදියට. How you do? You make copy this angle, right? You make an arc, right? You draw the arc similarly here and take the size of the angle here and then takes the mark here angle and connect them. Right, then connect that angle. So then these two angles equal where they intersect each other make as P, APEB. Okay, bit harder part. Right, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Right, now we are moving to the question number 9. Right, a solid, now everyone read the question. A solid sphere of a radius 2 sphere, right? A solid iron sphere, right? This is a sphere with radius 2 centimeter is melted and solid cone with same volume as the sphere is made, right? Cone made, okay? Such that the ratio of the base radius of the cone to its perimeter, its perpendicular height is 3 to 4. Right, so the base radius is base radius of the cone its perpendicular height is 3 to 4. That means you take here 3r, the base radius, then the height of the cone should be 4r. Why 3 to 4 there? Understood? Right. So here the sphere with 2 radius, right, then here melted and creates a cone with 3r base radius and height is 4r. So that the base radius of the cone made is this much, right? R they asking to show. So how to do? Now makes the volume of these two equal. So how the volume of a sphere, you know that 4/3 5r cube, 4/3 5r cube, so 2 cube equal, here area is 1/3 5r squared. What is the r then? 3r, carefully write 3r bracket 10 squared, r squared, h is 4r. Okay, then apply 5 1 5 1 So 4 over 3 into 2 cube is 8 equal here 1/3 into 3r squared. What is 3r squared? 3 squared is 9r squared into 4r. So then 3133, then simplified 4 into 8, 32 over 3 equal here 3 into 4, 12 r cube. Okay, then how to subject r cube? So 12 r cube equal 32 over 3, then you multiply by 3 both the sides. Okay, then better. So 36 r cube equal 32. Okay, then you divide to subject r cube, you divide 32 over 36. Then by 2 to 16 to 18. Okay, 4 to 8 to 9. 8 over 9. Okay, so r cube equal 8 over 9. So r to be subjected, you get the cubic root of 8 over 9. Okay. So now here, cubic root of 8 means 2 over cubic root of 9 there. Okay. So how to take the cubic root of 9? Make it simplification එකක් තියෙන්නේ r equal 2 over cubic root of 9 you write cubic root means 1/3 power of 9 මෙහෙම නෙන්නේ හරි simplify කරනවා 2 over right 9 you write 3 power 2 into 1 over 3 එතකොට එනවා අපිට 2 over 3 power 2/3 මේ මාස එකක් නේද එන්නේ 3 over කියලා එන්නේ නේද 2 over cubic root or 2 over cubic root 9 cubic root right එතන පොඩි simplification එකක් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ නේ පොඩි වැරදුත් නැහැ නේද කොහෙවත් 2 over cubic root 9 දැන් තේම තියන්නකො මේක අපිට ඔව් මෙන්න මේක ආන්සර් එකේ දැන්න තියන්න ගැටලුවක් නැහැ මේක මම චෙක් කරන්නම් හරි නැත්නම් මේකේ අපිට තව simplifications කරලා මේකට reach වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් හරි right okay 2 over cubic root 9 right okay now I move to the so keep that r as it is 2 over cubic root 9 and then you can find the logarithm table using the logarithm table you can do it okay right so I will move to the question number 10 here the important part set question okay right see the question number 10 now three mathematical problems numbered 1 2 3 given to a 50 students, right? 1 2 3 were given to 50 students. Some information on how they have solved the problem is given below, right? Right. Balama අපි දැන් ඒක. එතකොට how many total students here? 50 students there. Okay. Right. So I marks the universal set 50 here. Right. Now check. The number of students who did not get the correct solutions to any of these three problems. Any of these three problems means outside. How many students? They are 6. Right. Outside 6. Okay. Then the number of students who got the correct solutions to problem 1 and 1 only is 20. So what is the problem 1? Here the problem 1 only region means not intersecting with any part. So that means this part 1 only is 20. This is 1 only 20. Okay? Not intersect with other parts. So then the number of students who get the correct solutions to problem 3 is 8. Problem 3 means this sets total value 8. That means sum of these two because they are not mentioning only wording. Problem 3 is 8. No students got the correct solutions to both problem 2 and 3. Yes, it shows us no intersection between 2 and 3. Right? No intersection, that's correctly implied, right? As per the given, right? Problem 2 and 3, no students. Copy the diagram and below in answer and represent the above information on it. Right? Api information take a proof kara. Okay. In the Venn diagram, shade the region which represent the students who got the correct solutions to more than one problem. More than one problems means here two problems, right? Okay, and here also two problems, right? Okay, that's the question. Then find the number of students who got the correct solutions to two problems, right?
So I think they mean problem 2, right? Not two problems.
Problem 2. Okay, yes, problem 2. Very good. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. Not two problem 2, yes. How? The problem 2 means this set sum asking. Right. What is the value of this? You know that this part is 20, right? Then this whole the sets 8. The may part take up this part we knows that this is 20, then this is 8, 20 plus 8, 28. Then outside we know that 20, then here total set 8, outside 6. Then what is the sum here? 28 plus 6, 34. Okay, then what is the balance of 50? 50 subtracts this 34, then it comes as 16. 16 is the sum of this, the students who answer for question number 2. So the answer should be 16 for that one. Okay, the problem 2 එකට answer කරපු අය 16. තේරුණා නේද? වෙනස්ම ගානක් මේක. Okay, here this part 20 given, then this total set 8 given, and here outside given. So 28, 6 you added and from 50 subtracted, then problem 2 given. Okay, the number of students who got the correct solutions to problem 1, okay, who got the correct solutions to problem 1 is twice the number of students who got the correct solutions to problem 2. Right, that means here this total part is 32. Here 16 no correct problem to solution 2, right? Then 1 is more than twice of that. Problem 1 is twice the number of students who got the solutions for problem 2. That means this part comes putha 32. Sum of this set is 32. This set now 32. Okay, right? Then they are asking find the number of students who got the correct solutions to two problems. Two problems solutions gattuai kiyakda. Two problem is the shaded part. So here the correct solution for these two, correct solution for these two. How to find this yellow color shading parts? So the sum of these set is 32. From that subtracts this 20. right? Then it gives you the sum of these two yellow color parts. That is the giving answer for two problems, right? So then from 32, you subtract here 20, then you got the answer 12. 12 is the answer for that one. Okay? A nice set questions in a different manner. Right, Pati. Okay, so a nice paper being discussed, right? Different concepts were there, right? So except one error in that questions, other everything's done it, right? So I think you gain a knowledge of the second paper, right? Okay, especially this graph questions also dealing nice set of questions there. Okay, right. So now the paper number 29 closed and finished. So the next day would be the paper number 30, right? So we will come up with the paper number 30 and we will do that paper number 30. Okay, do you have any questions to ask today? Okay, if not, Pudha, we will wind up the session for today. So everyone, so if any questions mistakenly taken the incorrect answer, please redo it and takes the knowledge to you, right? Redo the paper for the incorrect questions and ready for the paper number 30. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day and good night. We will meet by next week.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.